Welcome to video number 6, which is a continuation of video number 5. So we're standing now, so hopefully you've done number 5 first, and of course number 1 as a warm-up first before that. Little challenge for the balance. So if you breathe in to prepare and breathe out, you just lift one leg up, and we'll try and hold that for up to a minute. Now really you could pop the video on pause for that. So 1 minute on one side, then the same on the second side. You can have your hands on your waist or your hips, or you can have them out to the side. Whatever helps you to balance. You can stand near the wall if you need to hang on. That's fine as well. You could do a minute on each side, and then if you're really up for a challenge, try doing the same thing with your eyes closed. But we don't need to do that with the video. You can just pause it for that little bit. So still standing, but this time using an exercise just to open up the front of the chest, get a good rotation in the waist. If you have one leg in front of the other, so I've got my right leg forward, and you can't see me all, but that's the one I've got. And if you pretend you've got a sword and you've got a scabbard on your left hip, and you pull the sword out and rotate and look over the shoulder and then put it back in again. So you breathe in as you lift and rotate, and you breathe out as you come back again. So sideways on, breathing in, lift and rotate, and breathing out, comes back in again. Aiming for 10 of those, aiming to keep your shoulders down, really working on opening out the front of the chest, which is really important, I think, at the moment. Keeping the shoulders down, everything, and using your waist, of course. You're getting a good rotation in the waist. So 10 one side, and then all we do is just swap over and do the second side. So if we're ready to go on to the second side, this time you've got your left leg forward, and pretend you've got your sword on your right hip, and you pull the sword out of the scabbard, lift and rotate, breathing in and breathe out as you come back again. So aiming for 10 on that side. So lifting from the crown of the head, keeping the shoulders down, lifting up out of the hips. Try and keep the hips nice and square as you're rotating. I should think that should be about 10 on that side. So we'll come down to the mat. I need to just change that. For a core strength exercise, also upper body strength on this one. Now I know this one isn't everybody's favourite one, but don't try and skip it, try and do something. We'll start off with the easiest option. So you've got your elbows under your shoulders and palms flat, shoulder blades down. Try and lengthen from the crown of the head. Try not to have this position with the neck. Try and keep that length there. Keep the tailbone lengthened, navel in and up and diagonally back to the backbone. We breathe in to prepare. Breathe out. You lift your hips just clear of the mat so that your bottom of your thighs are still on the mat and your elbows as well. Now try and hold this position for up to 10 breaths or maybe a minute if you can. So this is a core strength exercise. It's really good if you have got low back problems. It's good for strengthening the back. So, but don't overdo it in that case. Try and just take it easy if you need to. Upper body strength as well, shoulders. I know this isn't everybody's favourite exercise. So you can say it that one, you can repeat that one if you want to. Some of you might be happy to do a harder version. And for this one, you need your toes turned underneath and come up that way. This, I know, sometimes there's a problem with the feet. We have found out that you can put your ankles on a block or a little pillow if you've got a pillow at home, and you can still do the same exercise. It still works. So on this one, take care, this is a lot harder. Elbows under your shoulders, palms flat, shoulders down. You breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, lift your hips away from the mat, and we hold this for up to 10 breaths, or if you really want more of a challenge, try to go for a minute. If you really want a challenge, try 3 minutes. That might be too far, mightn't it? I'm guessing you've probably had enough of that one at the moment. So when you're ready to, if you just sit back on your heels and have a little stretch out. And then we'll come onto our fronts for back bend exercise. Really important, try and do this one, quite often. Everything we do in modern life is going forward, bending forward all the time, and this is just gets everything back. So we're on our fronts, legs slightly apart, elbows under your shoulders, palms flat, shoulder blades down. Hands under your shoulders, elbows down there. Breathing in as we come up and breathing out as we come back down again. Aiming for 10 of these, breathing in as we come up and breathing out as we lower back down again. Aim for about 10 of these, make sure you keep the hips down on the mat. So this one is for flexibility of the spine, mobility of the spine, and stretching your abdominals as well. So you did a strengthening one with the plank, and this one is more of a stretching one to stretch you out after that one. Again, when you've done about 10 of those, if you want to sit back on your heels and have a little stretch. And then we'll stay on our fronts for a one leg kick or single leg kick. So you've got your palms on top of each other, forehead down on your hands, all the normal things, shoulder blades down. Now, if it hurts you to do a kicking movement, then don't do the kick, just take the leg up and put it back down again. You've got hands on top of each other, forehead down on hands, shoulders down, tailbone lengthened, navel in and up and back to the backbone. And then one leg at a time, you do 3 kicks with a stretch, a flex, a stretch, and back down again. Same on the second side, breathing in and breathing out as you lengthen that leg away. Keep the shoulders down. Aim for about 10 repeats of this one. So breathing in, breathing out as you lengthen away. And then if we finish that one off and just have a little sit back on your heels and a stretch. And come up onto all fours and we'll just stretch up through the spine. And we'll stretch the other way. And we'll just do one more of those. And then if you go on to video number 4 and stretch out using that video.